Imagination is more important than knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. Try not to become a man of success but rather to become a man of value. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. The world is a dangerous place to live. Not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its reason for existing. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. You never fail until you stop trying. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Information is not knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm but because of those who look at it without doing anything. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The important thing is to never stop questioning. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Time is an illusion. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. We should take care not to make the intellect our God. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. The high destiny of the individual is to serve rather than to rule. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. The only real valuable thing is intuition. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. It is strange to be known so universally and yet to be so lonely. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Memory is deceptive because it is colored by today's events. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. The only thing you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Intellectuals solve problems. Geniuses prevent them. Once you stop learning, you start dying. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school.